Hi everyone. So I think you might know already that we have on Saturday my new book launch and training that I'm going to be doing from the book with regards to securing and restoring land and territory. And this book might be one of the most important and significant books that I might ever write in my entire life. And my spirit was so grieved as I wrote this book, and because of what's happening not just in South Africa but also across the world, and what has happened, in history. So I do want to encourage you, because land and territory is a matter that do affect every single person. There's not one. We all are living in the land. We all have a certain domain, territory, and if we don't control it, and the enemy sure will. So I mean, every person, it's not just in South Africa now, it's not just farmers, but you have a home, you are living somewhere, you have a house, you have a business, you have a ministry. It's all connected to the land and to territory, and who is in control of that domain. And I can honestly say my conviction is that it's only the remnant of Jesus Christ in this nation, in South Africa, that is going to stand in between what Satan wants to do in this nation, which means he's going to destroy this nation because he wants to destroy the destiny. He is after the destiny. It is the major thing, and we have to keep focus on that matter, versus what is God's destiny over South Africa, and who is going to have the upper hand here. We cannot afford fear to come into our hearts. We cannot. The moment we fear, we are yielding to the enemy and his intimidation. But the remnant of Jesus Christ do need to be equipped. We do need to have the correct weapons and weapons of warfare, and this I mean spiritual weapons. And because this is a spiritual war, this is a spiritual battle, okay? These terrorist actions and groups and movements in South Africa, they have been to their witch doctors and and spiritual leaders long ago already. And these spiritual demonic witch doctors and sangomas and so on, this unholy priesthood is coming together. They are gathering together, and they are busy gathering their forces together. And if we, the remnant, do not stand up in the authority and power of Jesus Christ himself and do what we need to do, I am concerned that the enemy will destroy this Joseph mantle that South Africa do carry. And in fact, not just that, but the rest of the destiny of this nation. That is what the battle is about. Do not lose sight about it. It's not a racial thing, okay? The enemy will just use any offense, any rejections, any fears, any bruising that we might have, or whatever things we are holding on to, the bitternesses and the anger and whatever he will use. He will play any card, but it is Satan wants the destiny, and he wants the Joseph mantle, because this Joseph mantle is supposed to bring food security not just to South Africa but to Africa, and other than that, this nation is supposed to birth forth many of God's greatest movements in the end times. I mean, history is written, and prophets have been prophesying for longer than 100 years over this nation already. So we are a great threat to the kingdom of darkness, and the plan of the Antichrist. This is the battle and struggle, people. It is the work of the Antichrist and the force of the Antichrist. This is what we are up against. We cannot lose sight of this. And please, can the children of God not turn against one another? We need each other, and we need to be in unity here, because we serve the same King, and we serve his purpose and his purpose alone. It is only the remnant of Jesus Christ that is going to prevent this thing from happening. And I believe in probably most cases, I don't think that Christians or children of God do not want to, but a lot of times they don't know how to. And this is what this book is all about. It's going to train you, and it's going to give you the web. It's going to show you how to, and teach you how to, not just why we need to do what we need to do or what we need to do, but how to, okay? And we are, on this coming Saturday, we are going to go corporately together as the ecclesia of Jesus Christ in South Africa. His government. We are the government of Jesus Christ. We are the government representing one king and one kingdom. All of us corporately together. Doesn't matter race, background, sex, or or wherever we come from. One king, one kingdom. One king, one kingdom. That's it. That is it, with one purpose, and that purpose is secure the destiny of this country and this nation, so that many other nations can be blessed through it. Get the Antichrist and the spirit and force of the Antichrist out of this country and nation. We have to push back now. We have to. We're going to go into a lot of details and strategies here on Saturday, this coming Saturday. So if you have not booked your ticket yet, we have about 30 spaces left, seats. We have about 30 seats left. So please do book your ticket. And it's going to be a tool for you to apply in your own communities as well. So it doesn't stop, it doesn't begin and stop on Saturday. And yes, you're going to hear after Saturday, the 14th of June, I do want us to gather together at the Union buildings. Let's gather before the 16th of June. The 16th of June, I can tell you the enemy is planning something. And there is going to be rebellion in this country. We have to show up. And so I want to gather on the 14th of June at the Union buildings, for those who want to come with me, to pray and to legislate some kingdom law here. In this new book that I've written, I did write 100 kingdom laws with regards to the land and how land is supposed to be governed and stewarded according to God's kingdom principles. It is so absolutely brilliant that if every single country will and would actually just do that, and the children of God would just start to apply those principles, you know what, we will resolve the issues in our countries and in our nations. It's wonderful how we have this book called the Bible that teaches us these kind of things. Okay. We're going to go through all of those things, and I'm going to show you and teach. I'm going to show you on Saturday how the enemy builds his infrastructure, his demonic infrastructure. How does he build it? Because how does he get to the point where he actually have so much power and influence in a country? To the point where eventually the Antichrist rules. This is what Satan wants. He wants the whole of the earth to come under the dominion and reign of the Antichrist and the Antichrist force and spirit, which has been on earth since the beginning already. Okay, but he will not have his way in this country, in this nation. And I believe anyone watching this would be agreeing with me that he will not and he cannot. Do not fear, people. Do not fear. We cannot afford to fear. Which means stand, hold your ground, do not run. That is what the word means, do not fear. Okay. In a biblical translation. Okay, so we're going to have a look at how does the enemy build his infrastructure to have this kind of power and influence, and second to that, what do we do? How, as the ecclesia, the government of Jesus Christ, how do we start to undo this and become the greater force of power and authority here until the Antichrist is pushed out of this nation? So this is what we're going to be teaching on and learning, and then we will apply practical application. And then the 14th of June, Union Buildings. Then the 6th of July, Parliament in Cape Town. I am going to host a conference on the courts of heavens the 4th and 5th of July. And for those who attend the conference in Cape Town, I will invite them to come with me to Parliament. On the 6th, it's a Sunday. We will go in the afternoon so that people can go to their churches first if they want to. Okay, and then I'm going to fix a date for Bloemfontein, the judicial capital of South Africa, so that we can start to legislate and execute God's laws and his consequence on the kingdom of darkness. We have to win this battle in the spirit. They are charging up the spiritual realm at the moment. 100% they are the unholy priesthood in this nation. Okay, of course my heart is for the world and for nations out there as well, but surely I have to start in my own nation, and of course this is now the fires are burning. But I also do believe these fires is God's pruning fires. The Lord did tell me a few years ago it's going to become way worse before it's going to become better, but it is because he is going to start to exploit, expose, and he's going to uproot and destroy the seed of the serpent of the enemy in this country. Is pruning the land. So it is not a pretty thing when it happens, but we have to be in position and we need to do what we need to do, because we are the government of Jesus Christ on earth. It is us. We are the generation. It is us. If not you, who? If not now, when? I hope I'll see you on Saturday. God bless. Shalom.